really, what this screams to me is that they are all in on the NFL draft. They are going to draft the shit out of this team, and I think that's where they're looking to really bounce back. Is that they want to get as many players, as many quality players as possible. But here's my thing: I still hear rumors about maybe they'll take Tyler Warren with the number 11 pick. I don't think they can take him because they haven't addressed the needs at defensive line, offensive line, linebacker. You cannot, I think, in my opinion, you cannot draft a tight end and Tyler Warren, who isn't going to be your starter, and not address the defensive line.
100%, bro. Like, this isn't that type of draft. You don't have the luxury picks this year.
You don't.
Every pick has to hit.
Every
like
pick.
Brockton said, Niners need to hit on the draft like the Rams. The Niners, there is so much pressure on the front office this year to nail this draft. They kind of nailed last year. I would say 8 out of 10. They did. If you had to give me a grade last year of the draft, I'd say the Niners were 8 out of 10. You know, Kingston, and then I forgot the other player. I'm missing somebody, but the Niners need to have a stellar draft this year. Their scouts, John Lynch, they need to be having extra meetings. Kyle needs to be involved. Kyle not going to the combine based on what we know now about this offseason and what their plan is of getting cheaper, getting younger, going through the draft. Why were you not at the combine? I mean, this is like a make or break season. If the Niners have a porous season and have a really shitty roster going into 2025, man, someone's got to take the heat for that. Someone's got to fall on the sword. So,
but I mean,
yeah.
What do you think they focus on at number 11 pick? Do you think it's more focused on the interior defensive line or an edge rusher?
They got to go edge.
They have to go. I think they have to.
They need a bookend for Nick. Nick needs help.
If you would have signed Joey Bosa, that's maybe you have some options there, some flexibility. But I think,
yes.
I mean, obviously, look, when you look at the top-rated edge rushers coming out of the draft, Abdul Carter, he's amazing. He's not going to be there at 11. No fucking way. Mikhail Williams from Georgia probably won't be there. Mike Green might be there. Jalen Walker, maybe. James Pierce Jr., that's the guy I want at edge rusher. I think he's good. I like some of the tape that I saw of him, but he may not even be there. He might go earlier than 11.
Listen, if that's the case, right, and some of these top guys are not there, I would not be pissed if they drop back a couple slots, let somebody jump into 11, and they double dip in the first round, and they go get an edge and a tackle, defensive tackle.
If they were able to double dip, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But I think if you trade a first round pick to trade back, you don't get one in return. You just get like an extra second round pick or extra, third round pick.
Right. You're right. It would have to be like an early second or back half.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, where it's close to the first.
Tackle at pick 29. Like, I don't know.
But I mean, you got guys like on the interior, you got guys like Walter Nolan. A little questionable if how he is against the run, but I think he'd be a good candidate. Mason Graham. Love to have this guy. Probably won't be there. He'll be gone probably in top 6. Kenneth Grant, Darius Alexander out of Toledo, Shamir Stewart. That's another guy I could see them going for as well. I could see them drafting Shamir Stewart. The guys that I think are realistically going to be available for the Niners at number 11, I think in my prediction will be James Pierce, Shamir Stewart, and possibly Mike Green might be available. I also think that Ashton Genty might be available as well. And I worry about that because I can see Kyle Shanahan saying, hey, I really want that guy. Like, oh, shit. Okay, he really wants Ashton Genty. Oh, let's just do it. But this year, who knows? They're like, no, fuck him. Whoever he wants, we're going to get the opposite. You never know. Parag's probably going to be in the room. Like, shut up. Quiet. You're a coach. We decide everything. So we'll see what they do. I think if I had to make a prediction on who they're going to get, it's going to be either James Pierce Jr. or it's going to be, what's his name? Shamir Stewart at Texas A&M. Those are the two guys. One of those two guys will be a Niner. And, Shamir Stewart, I think fills a lot of needs for them. He can do edge. He could do interior. He's versatile. Freak athlete. I think this guy's going to end up being a Niner, or it's going to be James Pierce Jr. if he's still available. So you look at it this way, right? We talk about one of these guys is gonna fill one of the spots on the defensive line. They're going to draft another player somewhere down the line. I bet you they feel like they can fill a defensive line starting spot and one edge rushing defensive line starting spot in this draft. So that's why they don't feel so like pressured to kind of sign these guys right away. They want to see who's left. And yes, Steve-O, Kinlaw got paid. That
Why?
made 0 sense.
Why?
0 sense.
He's awful.
You got rid of Jonathan Allen for Javon Kinlaw, and you're giving him $30 million? That was like,
you
what?
wouldn't pay Jonathan Allen, but you'd pay Javon Kinlaw, who is a mental case, injury prone, and he's not good. He's just not.
He's not good.
He's
not good.
To me, that to me, and maybe they know something we don't about Jonathan Allen, and maybe it's good that the Niners didn't get him. But man, that doesn't look. You're right. That's a bad look.
That's a bad look. Now, at the same time, we're talking about guys like Solomon Thomas and Javon Kinlaw and how they may have come to the Niners at a low price. They both got contracts. Of course, the Cowboys dumbasses had to jump in and be like, "We'll get Solomon Thomas, former number 3 pick." Like, no.
Who's not good at anything?
He's not good at anything. He looks like Dak Prescott's older brother.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. I know. He said King. That's why Kinlaw must have has some dirt on Adam Peters.
He's got nudie.
Something.